Well, a teenager in Michigan says that she had to deal with cyberbullying for more than a year, and police have discovered it was her mother who was allegedly behind it all. Authorities say Kendra Gale Licari sent her own daughter mean, harassing, and hateful messages through text and social media. Police say she sent the anonymous messages to both her daughter and her daughter's then boyfriend. When her daughter came to her for help, Licari allegedly told the police about the harassment, but tried to make it seem like it was coming from her daughter's peers. Police say there were several hundred text messages filling thousands of pages of discovery. Licari, who coached basketball for the local school district, was let out of jail on a $5,000 bond. Her charges include stalking of a minor and using a computer to commit a crime. Officials haven't identified a motive. Well, another parent raising eyebrows right now is the father of Robert Crimo III. Police say Crimo gunned down people watching a 4th of July parade in a Chicago suburb. Charges were filed against Robert Crimo Jr. for allegedly helping his son to get a license to legally own firearms. In Illinois, you have to be older than 21 to get a firearm owner's identification card. Someone younger can get one if a guardian sponsors them. Crimo has admitted to helping his son get the card and told a Chicago news station that he doesn't regret it. 7 people died in the parade attack. Police say Crimo aided in the crime by helping his son get the weapon that he used. They also say Crimo was aware that his son could be dangerous after multiple violent or dangerous incidents. Crimo is charged with 7 counts of reckless conduct. Now, the Crimo case is very similar to the Crumbly case out in nearby Michigan. There, parents Jennifer and James Crumbly are charged with involuntary manslaughter. Their son shot up a school last year, killing 4 students. He pleaded guilty earlier this year. But the prosecution says the Crumblys knew their son had mental health issues, but ignored that and bought him a gun. Right now, an appeals court is set to determine if the couple can get bail or not. Brian, these are some really wild cases, and I don't have to say how controversial they are, but how much responsibility does a parent really have, legally speaking?
I mean, Jesse, that's the million-dollar question here. Now, first, let's start with Crimo. For each of the felony reckless conduct charges, he could face 1 to 3 years on each of those charges. Prosecutors are basically saying he was so careless in buying his son a gun that a reasonable person in that situation would not have done so. First, like you said, as the Crumbly parents, now as Crimo Jr., the question that is raising now is what red flags and how many of them lead to a mass shooting, and what responsibility do parents have when it comes to buying firearms for their children? Now, cases like this are controversial, how much blame a parent should take, but catfishing your child and their boyfriend, this is what I've never seen before. Licari is presumed innocent, but the facts don't look good. I get tough love, but demeaning, demoralizing, and mean texts to your child for over a year? What was this woman thinking? She's looking at maybe 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, Terry, okay, you don't need to prove a motive to convict someone of a crime. But what is the motive for stalking your own child?
You know, I just don't understand this, except maybe she's trying to change the child's behavior. Obviously, that's not an excuse. And this is something that can easily be proved through forensic evidence. They're going to take the computer, they're going to look at what was written, and they're going to trace it right back to the mother. And the worst part of all of this is the fact that their relationship will never, ever be the same. The daughter is not going to trust her mother, and who knows why the daughter and the boyfriend broke up, but I am sure it had something to do with this bullying by the mother. It makes no sense at all. I think that she probably should seek some help psychologically, because when you do something like that to someone who you're supposed to be protecting, she went to her mother for protection, and obviously it didn't work.
Yeah, we need more details. She is innocent until proven guilty, but I'll tell you this much, we covered a lot of trials. Probably one of the most bizarre I've heard in quite some time.